really good team win. I was proud of a lot of the individual performances we had. Obviously, we shot the ball well. Guys have been in the gym working the whole season. Some games you're gonna shoot the lights out. Some games you're gonna shoot an average way, and some games you're not gonna shoot it the way you want to. But our guys really shot it well tonight, and that was great to see because the hard work is paying off. The sequence of Jaylen Celestine, the 2 steals in a row, the 2 dunks in a row. I mean, that was phenomenal on his part. I told the guys in the locker room, I've never seen a sequence like that in all my years of playing or coaching basketball. Consecutive steals, consecutive dunks. That's just hard work, anticipation, and a guy making some phenomenal defensive plays. A lot of guys stepped up. I thought that sequence helped change the momentum of the game. And appreciate you guys being here.
Coach, every time you would make a little mini run, like Celestine's run right there, they would come back and answer with a 5 or 6 point run on their own until the very end. What do you tell your team during that stretch and the first 10 to 15 minutes of that second half where you push, they respond really well?
Constantly challenging each other, constantly challenging the guys to play better defense, to continue to stay with it, the huge effort. That's really the challenge for the players and for the coaching staff, to just give it our all 100% of the time, even when those runs happen. I thought Jalen Cohen, his second half was a masterpiece. Just the defensive energy, the way he knocked down shots. You have to give Oregon State credit. They came in here in the first half and they really got us back on our heels. Oregon State came out with huge energy, huge focus, huge determination, and that's a really good team. Their record doesn't reflect how good of a team they are. We've been prepping all week because we know how good they are. But that's a really talented team, and they, like I said, they had their way with us early in the game.
Well, you've talked about slow starts that your teams have, and a lot of times you've still been able to come back and win like you did tonight. I asked the players this, is the next step in the program not necessarily overcoming big leads, or big deficits, it's not getting those deficits in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to help us as we gain more maturity in coming out a little bit harder. We've also had some games where we come out with great starts. It's been a little bit of both. Tonight, I wouldn't say it was so much us having a slow start as Oregon State played phenomenally well. I mean, they took us out of our stuff. They made plays. They had an extra spring in their step. And so, but to your point, absolutely. Consistency in that area is going to help us grow as a team and a program.
Mark, what does it say about your guys when Jaylen Tyson, who's been your top scorer all year, goes 3 for 15, and yet he does some other things for you, and a lot of guys come through for you?
Well, I mean, you look at a lot of times as people that are around basketball, the first line you sometimes look at is the scoring line. But really, if you look at Jaylen's line, he had 5 assists, 2 turnovers. He got some big rebounds. And so Jaylen Tyson, whether he's scoring the ball or not, he's making everyone around him better. But we had a lot of guys make plays. Grant Newell has been phenomenal. In this last stretch, he's been so good. He was fantastic tonight. He was really good. Keontae Kennedy, 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. Fardoff, rolling to the basket, getting to the free throw line, going 2 for 3 from 3. I could just go down the list and really talk about everybody, but you had a balanced attack, and our defense picked up in the second half.
Mark, I know you're an emotional guy, justifiably so. You're going to have your first senior day this Saturday, 2 days from now, with a team that has really brought Cal back into prominence, not necessarily, at least to certainly more than respectability in Pac-12 and West Coast basketball. What do you think is going to be going through your mind on senior day, but at least before the game?
Yeah, I'm going to be reflective because this is all about the players. This is all about these outstanding young men, outstanding student athletes that they give their heart and their soul to academics, to getting better as a basketball player, to their dreams and aspirations in this game, and they put so much into it. And so I'm just extremely proud of them. I'm extremely proud of them because we have not just a talented group, these guys are high character people, all backed with great families, with great communities. And so it's going to be emotional, and we'll get through that emotion and enjoy the moment, and then we'll get out there and try to win a basketball game.
Coach, in the second half, you put out a small ball lineup with Grant Newell and Tyson as your big men. Is that something that's been in the works for a while, and is it something that you might see a little more moving forward?
Absolutely. absolutely. We know, you know, we wanted to, it's hard for any player to play 20 minutes straight. I mean, Fardhouse is in really good shape and he can do it, but we rarely like to do that. And so, you know, we knew that we could go small, and Grant has the physicality and the rebounding to handle the paint when Doss is out. We went that lineup against Washington. It was successful. And so, you know, absolutely, the smaller lineup is something we can go to and we will go to in the future.
Mark, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.